Now this time around, we need to set up our access key so that we can log in into the CLI. Before I show you that, this CLI is just a tool that allows us to interact with AWS service using the command line shell. And we've just opened the command line shell earlier. It looks like a black screen where you can just type some commands. Now you can use this CLI for your AWS CLI, or if you're writing code, which means you are going to be using the AWS SDK. So whether it is the AWS SDK or the AWS CLI, you simply need to follow this procedure I'm about to show you right now. So to get started, what you need to understand is that we are not setting up the access keys in our root account. Because if I click on my name right now, you see this is my root account. You should not do that on your root account, okay? And you should also see that this is the region I am, because this is more closer to me right in this case. So I'm more closer to Ireland right now, okay? So wherever you're more closer to, just select that region, or you can leave it to Ireland, okay? So that's it. Okay, so and you can see whatever region you are closer to. You see the alias here. This is EU West 1 and so on and so forth, right? Good. So that's one thing you should know. And for example, if I selected IAM this time around, you would actually see that this actually opens up the IAM service for me. But this IAM service is global. That is, it does not require a specific region for it to work. It is not region based. So any service you select, at the top you will see that it's not showing Ireland again. You can see it says global. So if you open it, you can't select any specific region here, because this service is a global service in this case. But if I go back home by clicking on this AWS to take me back home, you can now see that I'm not using any service at the moment, but this is the region I'm currently in. Okay, without wasting time, let me show you how you can set up your access keys in your for your CLI. So what you need to know is that you are not going to be using your root user account. Okay, that's what I'm using at the moment. So what you need to do is to log in into your IAM account. Okay, so this is my IAM account. I've just logged in into it. Okay, so make sure you remember what the IAM account is. And if you look at it, I am the IAM user. So this is the different account, by the way. And when you log in into your IAM user account, just make sure that you search for IAM, because it is inside of the IAM we are going to set up our access keys. And don't forget what access key is. It allows us to be able to have access to the command line interface. Okay, so what we need to do now simply is to click on users. Okay, so let's click on users, and I will just click on me. Okay, you could have multiple users, but I want to set up the access key for my account. So since I'm the only user here, I'll just click on myself. Yeah, when you click on which is me, okay, then if you scroll down, even before you scroll down, you already see access create access key. But I want to show you that you can create access key in a different way, and all you just need to do is to click on security credentials. Okay, so this security credentials, that's where you see different securities you can set up on your account. And so when you click on it, you will see these different options which we can click on. Yeah, you know, this is our root this is our IAM account. So you can see there's no MFA assigned to this IAM account, so you might want to do that, but that's not what we are focusing on. What we are focusing on is to creating an access key this time. Okay, so what you want to do is to click on create access key for this our IAM account, and we want to create the access key for the command line. So make sure you select this to CLI. That's for our CLI, and then you say you understand the above recommendation, and then you click next. Okay, and then you might want to describe by putting something there, but I don't need that. Just click on create access key this time. So when you create your access key, okay, this is going to show you your access key right away. Okay, and this access key, it's only going to be shown to you once. Okay, you are never going to see it again. So that's why before you actually copy it, you can download it. They give you an option to download it, because they won't be showing you your access key any longer. So if you know you want to just download it, which is actually a good stuff, just download it, and that's good, so you can access it later. So for this this is the access key and the secret key. So I'm going to This access key is like your username. The secret key is like your password. So I'm going to delete it after this. Okay, so even though you're saying it now, you can't use it, right? I'm just gonna delete that. Okay, so what I want to do now is to search for your command prompt. So search for your command prompt if you are using Windows. Okay, so just gonna search for cmd, okay, which is their command prompt. Okay, so I'm just gonna open it up right in this case. So it is through the cmd, that's the how I'll be able to log in into my AWS. So once this opens right in this case, so I'm just gonna share my screen so that you can actually see that. Okay, so this is like it right here. So I'm just gonna copy the access key. So the access key is copied. So what you want to do in your cmd is to simply type AWS configure. Okay, AWS configure. Okay, and then you press enter. Okay, so obviously you should be connected to the internet. All right, so although I have one access key already, so but don't worry, what you just want to do is to paste the one you just copied. So you can control V. If control V doesn't work for you, hold down control shift and then press V to paste it. Okay, and then press enter. Then it asks you your AWS secret key. So you want to copy this secret key here. Okay, so this secret key, so I'm just going to copy the secret key and then hold down control shift together, then V to paste. That's if control V doesn't work, you need to hold down control shift. Then when you paste it, you press enter. Okay, so your region, default region name, remember I was talking about your region name the other time. Okay, so where I mentioned EU West 1, but my region name is EU West 1. Remember I showed us at the beginning of this video, so you can rewind back to check that. EU West 1. You may type your own, or you can skip it if you don't know what to put in there. Then press enter, or you can put mine, that's okay, and press enter again. Okay, so we are now successfully logged in into our CLI. Okay, so then what we just simply need to do is to actually test this, if this really works. And what we need to do is, for example, let's list all the IAM user. You know, we're only the user in our root user account. So if I just type AWS IAM, so let me make this full screen. So AWS IAM, then space list - users. Okay, and then press enter. So what this is going to happen now is going to list all the IAM users. You know, the only IAM user is just me, which is just Olivia. Okay, so it's going to list everything for us in a second. And then you can see now that it gives us this output in this case. Okay, and then it tells us the username, which is Olivia, as you can see, the user ID, the ARN, the time it was created, and the password last time you set up your password. Okay, so this is just some simple command, at least just to show you that you can also access your AWS via your CLI. This is your command prompt. Okay, all right, so I think that's just majorly it. And for example, let me go back to my root user account. So this account you are seeing here is my root user account, not my IAM. Okay, just for you guys to see, this is my root user account. There's nothing like IAM here. So what I want to do now is I want to go to my IAM, or you can search for it there. Okay, so I simply want to just share my screen like that. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to remove Olivia from the admin group. You know, it's because it's in the admin group, that's why we're able to do all this, right? And I mean that this user, which is Olivia, okay, it has access to do anything. So I want to remove access so that it doesn't have access to do anything, right, in this case. Okay, so this is the user, so I'm just going to click on the users. Mind you, this is my root user account, okay, not my IAM account. Okay, and then my user here, I'm just going to minimize this. What I want to do now is to remove Olivia from the admin group. So I'll just click on Olivia. Okay, and then this time around, if I scroll down, you see that Olivia has administrator access permission, right? And this permission actually came from the group she is in, which is the admins group. So as you guys can see, this is the policy name, and it was attached through this, you know, group, right? So I just want to remove it, by the way. So I'll just click on groups here. You can do that different ways, and then click on this checkbox here, this admins, then click on remove, and then remove. Okay, so this Olivia is no longer inside any group right now, and and there's no permission attached to me. Okay, so you can see no permission. Now if I come back to this my CLI now, and I try to type the same command I typed earlier, so AWS IAM, then list -users, and then press enter, you see that it's not going to return any result in this case, because I don't have any permission to do anything. And you can see it says access denied. You can see it says access denied when calling list user operation, blah blah blah. So as long as you see access denied now, I don't have access to use the CLI in this case, because I don't have that permission. Okay, so I hope you guys understand this right now. And before we finish this up, let's add myself back to the group, to the admin group. I just removed myself. So in order for me to do that, you can do that anywhere. You can still do that right here by clicking on users. I'm here already, so I'll just click back on groups. Now if you don't know how to do that, let me just show you properly. You can do that whether you go to groups or users, anywhere. So you can either go to user group, okay, and you see one group there, and if you click on the group name, okay, you will see that all the users there. And right now there is no any user. So in order for you to add user, what you need to do is to click on the right, add user on the right. Okay, and this will show you all the users in AWS. Obviously I'm the only one, so just click on this checkbox, and then you simply click on add user. So I'm now back to being the admins. Okay, so I now have access to all the permissions. So don't forget to add yourself to the permissions. All right, so that's simply everything about the CLI practical.